Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. I'm Emmanuel, I'm an Airbus A330 pilot, and welcome back to the IndyBuild A340-300. Today we're going to fly version 1.0.2 from Mumbai to Frankfurt, which is a real-world 9-hour service operated by Lufthansa daily. Now, join me in the Delta Alpha India Foxtrot Delta for our flight to Frankfurt. We're going to board through the two left and making our way up to the front, and man, I can't overemphasize just how awesome the cabin looks. I mean, this is exactly like the real airplane. This is really exactly like the real airplane. IndyBuilds have done an absolutely awesome job on that. Alright, and then welcome to the flight deck. Let's take a seat on the captain's seat, and then we are going to start doing a little bit of work here. Looks like they haven't started refueling the airplane yet. Let's hope that they are going to start with the catering at least, so that we can get some stuff on the way over here, because our scheduled off block is in 22 minutes. Now let's go ahead and start our safety inspection. So that's the engine master's off, start selector norm, the weather radar is off, landing I'll leave it down, the wipers are off, and the batteries are already on, so we don't need to check the voltage. External power is on. It's probably going to be rather hot here, so let's actually go ahead and start up the APU. That's looking good, and start up. Alright, so we are going to turn on VHF 1, looks like previous crew turned all of that stuff off, VHF 2 as well, and the interphone, and we want to be sure that we're actually listening to something on there as well. Okay, since power is available, we'll turn the ADRs on, number 1, 2, and 3. APU fire test is already done, and we can turn the signs on down here as well. Okay, and then let's head over into the EFB. So we'll go onto the My Flight tab, import the flight from SimBrief, and let's have a look at that flight plan. So we are going to depart from Mumbai and head across the Indian Ocean, across Dubai, across the Gulf, Qatar, and through Iraq into Turkey, and then it's really the standard routing up to Frankfurt. The significant weather chart gives us some CPs in the immediate area of Mumbai and our departure, so the climb may be a little bit turbulent if we can't completely avoid that weather, but apart from that, once we're out of that, we are expecting a smooth flight today. Okay, so let's scroll up a little bit and find our weather. Mumbai, typical Indian weather conditions here, 150 at 8, 2,500 meters visibility, cloudy, 26 degrees, 1006, and as I always say, whenever you see QNH, dial in the QNH like that, and done 3 times. So APU is available, then let's make sure that we get some air conditioning going here as well, so that we can get it nice and comfy, both for the cabin crew currently doing the safety checks, as well as for the passengers who are going to board in a few moments. So, the weather in Frankfurt, clear skies, and overnight the wind is turning to 060 at 4, in the morning 130 at 5, so it's probably going to be runway 07 over in Frankfurt. That's what we've planned anyway, and then we'll see what we're going to get cleared for. Now we do have a departure alternate because of the weather conditions here in Mumbai. It's not too bad, but if they want to file one, that's fine with me. Now, Han, as our primary alternate, has absolutely wonderful weather conditions here. Prop 30 tempo during our arrival time, 1,000 meters visibility with patches of fog, but that's not going to hinder us using that airport. I mean, this is still easy Cat 1 weather. Alright, and the others, Düsseldorf is looking excellent, Stuttgart in the morning, some patches of fog as well. So overall, good weather conditions with a typical autumn scenario arriving in Europe. Now, our flight number is going to be Lufthansa 757, departing at 21:25, arriving at 6:55 by schedule. We're going to be there like 10 minutes early, so not all that much of a margin, but it's going to be alright to make it on time. Takeoff weight 228.1 and max landing weight 20 ton, or actual planned landing weight, that way around, 20 tons below the max, so no problem at all. Flight level 340, later 36, and then 38 are planned. Alright, so let's go ahead and check our fuel. 63.7 is the minimum takeoff, plus 600 taxi makes it 64.3 63. Now, how about we just round that up to 65 in order to have the CF hour? Apart from that, I see no reason at all to take any extra fuel, because Frankfurt basically has good weather conditions for us. So we're going to import all of that, and then let's have a look at the fuel page, and we'll take 65 tons down here, like that. Let's do an instant load, and then let's see. Looks like catering is already completed. So let's head down into the GSX options. Oh, catering vehicle still showing in position. Anyway, let's request boarding, because it looks to me like catering is already done and the vehicles are, well, should be moving away now. Okay, so then let's finish up our EFB work. So next are going to be our charts, Mumbai, search, and we need the aerodrome parking chart and the aerodrome ground chart. Then we also need our standard instrument departure, which is going to be from runway 09 with radar. That's fine. And then down here, Anna sits runway 09 can be pinned as well. Okay, so that stuff is over here. Then let's have a look at the aerodrome ground chart real quick. And that gives me 3,448 meters of takeoff run available. And that's pretty much what's down here as well. So synchronize that, takeoff weight to, let's say, 230. Then we should be safe here. Flaps 2, air conditioning off, calculate, and we can easily depart at that weight. Very good. Okay, cool. Then we're done in the EFB, so let's go for aircraft's technical acceptance here. Recall for 3 seconds. And it looks like there's nothing in there, so we do have 3 OEBs on this aircraft. Incorrect vertical profile during non-precision approach, pack flow monitoring, as well as cabin pressure computer. We're familiar with all of those, so I do not really care about them on today's departure. A340-300 CFM engines, no automatic nav on go around, and that's all we need to know about our aircraft summary. So, oxygen pressure is good, hydraulic quantities are full, engine oil, let's see, oh, it's actually still there. And that is full, perfect. So flaps up, that agrees with the lever. Then let's do the parking brake check, or rather the alternate brake check. So just remove those chocks here temporarily so that we can actually do the test. And that's looking normal. Parking brake set again, and let's put those chocks back in place. Now let's quickly recharge the accumulator. Blue elec pump on. Let's see the hydraulic page. As soon as pressure is there, you can see it immediately fills up the accumulator. And that's it already. Okay, lovely. So that stuff is done. Then refueling is now completed. So let's turn on the fasten seatbelt sign. Der Tankvorgang ist beendet. Refueling is complete. Alright, so now the cabin crew knows that everything is done down there. Alright then, let's go ahead and do a couple of initial steps in here. So A340-300, CFM56, nav database is up to date. All those crash prep messages are checked, and then we can go for the init page and do our flight initialization. And with that in progress, we may already move up to our rest of the panel. So pre-flight procedure is a fairly easy one, to be honest. So we don't need to check the battery charging because, well, the airplane just came in. Ah, that click spot's a bit annoying down there. So that's all good, that's all good. We'll be 2 pilots on a flight like this, unfortunately, but we are. So PAs get recorded over there, but that's it. Okay, so main panel, it's the 30th of October 2025. Up here everything's done, down here everything is done. Weather radar can go up 5 degrees, and weather and turbulence. The middle is done, the right is done. Okay then, well, let's go ahead and start with our FMS. So, give me my SimBrief charts, please, and then, well, rather my SimBrief flight plan, and then let's go. Mumbai to Frankfurt, alternate Han, Lufthansa 757, Costa NX30, cruising in flight level 340. Then, going on from there, let's go to the flight plan page and see what we got. So, Mumbai, departure, runway 09, wherever that's not the uppermost one. So, Omkes 2 Bravo departure, which is that one down here, and the Sakun transition. And that's down here. So, insert, and now for the arrival, Frankfurt, ILS approach, runway 07 right, and we got the Spesa 5 Charlie arrival. Here we go, Spesa 5 Charlie, and that's with the Debbie transition. So, first time that we actually have to fly this one. Didn't have to do that before, because they have recently redone those arrivals in Frankfurt. Now, let's go for the engine outset, and for that we actually review the terrain, because I do think there is some here in Mumbai. Yep, up to 3,800, right on the extended center line. So what we'll do is we'll go straight at to 10 mile, actually to, what's that, give me straight at 6 miles, and then a right hand turn out somewhere over here. Let's say direct to, do we not have any nice waypoint for that in here? Let's see, give me the airfield chart. Here we go, AFC. Let's say direct to Vevur. So straight at 6 miles and then direct to Vevur. We can use the Bravo 412 point for that. Okay, then we don't need any custom waypoints, so secondary copy active, Bravo 412. No? Okay. What did I mess up this time? Bravo 412. That should be in there. Okay. In that case, we'll just create a PBD point. Okay, so what does the SID look like? I'll tell you what, we're gonna use that Mike Bravo 397. That's fine. Not pretty, but suppose it's gonna work. Okay, and then direct to Vevur. Like that. Looks good. We'll go for a holding over there with 1 minute lag time. Like this. And now from the Vevur holding, we'll fly back to Mumbai. And yes, I do know that they have planned departure alternate, but I tell you honestly, the weather is fine. It's not perfect, but it's absolutely fine. Okay, so for the fixed info page, we'll go with Mumbai's runway 09. Then the runway track is going to be 090. Like that, and you can give me like 12-mile ring, because that's where the MSA changes. Okay, and then we need Vevur. I think that was wrong. Like that, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Good. That's our engine outset. Now let's go for the performance. 0 fuel 164.5/25. Block fuel 65, and the rest of our fuel figures. Down here, contingency 1.7, alternate 3, and final 2.5. Okay, good. So, takeoff data. Hump 2, 45 degrees. And the speeds 36, 41, 56. Noise abatement procedure number 2. Engine out acceleration is bugged in this one, but I will just enter 1520 here. Not sure if that does anything, but nonetheless. Derated climb 2, and then on the progress page, Mumbai 09. Alright, now let's go for the step climbs. So 340 initially, then 360 at Metex. Alright, and thereafter we got level 380 at Vuzap. Alright, and that's it. Excellent. Now, with that inserted, let's go for the wind data uplink. Interestingly enough, this is requesting a lot more levels than it should. The real one would just request the initial cruise level, 340, then level 360 and 380, because those are the steps we entered. It wouldn't do like 240, 390. The real one just takes the altitudes that you've entered. That's why you always gotta put those in first, before you can actually go ahead and do the wind data request. Okay, so let's go ahead and cross-check our SID once the chart loads. Here we go. Okay, so Omkis to Bravo is straight at 530, then Mike Bravo 397 above 1000. And that's exactly what we got. Then a right hand turn to Omkis, Vevak below 90, 377 above 130. And then we continue towards Sakun. Like that. Alright, cool. Sit is looking good. All the rest is entered in here. Then we've pretty much got everything that we need. So moving up here, QNH is in arc 10 miles. Initial probably going to be around 5,000. Let's see if we got that on the PT. I suppose we can't just jump to the next page, but if this tells me something around level 80, then let's just go ahead and set that. Okay, good. So, after passing 800, contact approach, so that's going to be an important one. We have to write down that frequency, or rather we have to remember that frequency. Good. So, with that we are basically done down here, so let's go to ATC.com. Then we got the message record, which is erased, ADSC is armed, and then we can request our departure clearance. So let's do that right down here. We're in Airbus 340 going from Mumbai to Frankfurt. Our gate is the Alpha 10, isn't it? Victor 10. I can live with that. Alright, 8 is Foxtrot, Station, Victor Alpha, Bravo, Bravo. And then let's put that up here. So request pre-departure clearance, Lufthansa 757, 340-300 to Frankfurt at Mumbai stand Victor 10, 8 is Foxtrot. And that looks good to me, so let's go ahead and send that one out. So, this is already part of Say Intentions AI, today's sponsor. If you're looking for an ATC add-on that can do stuff like data link and of course your normal IFR A to B flight, but also things like VFR and even a cabin crew simulation, then Say Intentions may just about be for you. If you like what you're going to see in this video, check them out using the link in the pinned comment or in the video description below. And well, I suppose with that out of the way, we are just going to wait for our clearance to arrive. In the meantime, let's go ahead and dim our displays a little bit. Okay, Lufthansa 757, clearance request received. If no response in 2 minutes, request new flight and app. Okay, thank you, close. So clearance should be there any moment now. Alright then. While we are waiting for the clearance, let's see. I think boarding should be completed by now. Yes, boarding is completed, so we can already say good evening as well. Liebe Fluggäste, einen wunderschönen guten Abend aus dem Cockpit. Hier spricht Ihr Kapitän. Mein Name ist der Manuel. Im Namen der Lufthansa darf ich Sie ganz herzlich an Bord unseres A340-300 auf unserem Flug nach Frankfurt willkommen heißen. Flugzeit heute ca. 8 Stunden 55. Wir erwarten einen weitestgehend ruhigen Flug nach einigen anfänglichen Turbulenzen in der ersten halben Stunde nach dem Start. Lehnen Sie sich jetzt zurück, machen Sie es sich gemütlich bei uns an Bord und wir melden uns dann im Anflug auf Frankfurt mit den neuesten Wetterinformationen bei Ihnen. Vielen Dank für Ihre Aufmerksamkeit. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning from the flight deck. This is your captain speaking. My name is Emmanuel. In the name of Lufthansa, welcome aboard our Airbus A340-300 on our flight to Frankfurt. Today's flight time will be about 8 hours 55, expecting a mostly smooth ride. For the time being, sit back, relax and enjoy the flight with us, and we will get back to you with the latest weather from our arrival when we start our approach into Frankfurt. Thank you very much for your attention, and again, welcome aboard. Alright, so here is our clearance. Let's see, clear to Frankfurt via OMKIS to Bravo departure, runway 09, and that is both confirmed. Maintain 4,000 feet. Quite a bit lower than expected, but okay. Departure 119.3. I am going to tune that up here as a reminder. Here we go, 119.3. Okay, so Squawk 3417. So, Wilco and send. And all closed. Lovely. Then we should be ready to go down here, so let's go ahead and do the departure briefing, please. We're departing Mumbai today, runway 09. We've got the OMKIS to Bravo departure, initial 4,000, MSA is rounded 3 within 12 miles, thereafter 4, and extra fuel and time is 1.8 tons, 24 minutes. Now, hotspots for our taxi out, we are going to cross the active runway 14. Apart from that, nothing in terms of hotspots. Stop margin for a rejected takeoff is going to be just a few meters. We are above the maximum landing weight, so if we got any emergency that is not time critical, then we'll just continue straight ahead to the Mike Bravo 397 point, then a right hand turn towards Vevur, climbing 3000. That's going to be out over the open water. Coming back to runway 09, which we have already programmed over here. It's the longest runway available, 3,200 meters. Weather is okay. Now, if things need to go really fast, then we are going to do a traffic pattern down to the south. That's going to keep us within the range where the MSA is 2,800, basically just over the city, and then we're going to join a 6-mile final for runway 09. Overweight landing procedure if we have time for it. If not, then we don't have to do it. We know we can stop the aircraft on this runway. Okay, nothing special or non-standard, no speed restriction here, a little overshoot over here, but that's actually according to procedure. And that's all I've got. Do you have any questions or suggestions? Nope. Okay, lovely. So then let's do the cockpit preparation checklist, please. Gear pins and covers removed. Fuel quantity. That's 64,900 kilograms, and that's all balanced. Seatbelts on. ADRs. NAV and Baro Ref QNH 1006. Cockpit preparation checklist complete. Okay, wonderful. So the APU is already running. Then let's see what GSX has done to our payload. Yeah, emptied it. I expected that. Alright, we have already burnt a little fuel for the APU, so now it's 64,900. And we'll just do another instant load down here. So the zero fuel weight is now 164.5 with a CG at 27.4. And we can enter that. Alright, takeoff weight 228.9. We calculated 230. so we can basically keep that. We can recalculate 229 if you absolutely want to. Like that. And the price, hardly a change. So flex 45, 36, 41, 56. And that's exactly the same. Alright, trim 4.5 units. Like this, and here we go. Okay, beautiful. So, ground from cockpit? Yeah, go ahead. Okay, we are basically done up here. You can remove the chocks and the ground power unit, and please prepare the airplane for pushback, and then let us know as soon as you are already down there. Okay, doors are closing. Doors are armed. And let's get ourselves a frequency. So, ground 121.75. And then, of course, we do need 115 down here. Okay, so, ready? Mumbai ground, Lufthansa 757 heavy, request pushback and startup.
Lufthansa 757, pushback and startup approved, face southwest.
Pushback and startup approved, facing southwest, Lufthansa 757. Okay, so before start checklist please. Park and brake is still set. Takeoff speeds and thrust. V1 136, VR 141, V2 156, flex 45. Windows closed, beacon on before start checklist complete. So let's close this up. Okay, ground flight deck. So pushback and startup are approved.
757 contact tower on 118.1.
So that's going to be nose to the right, and then we are basically ready. Okay, so ground flight, clear to push, nose to the right, park and brake released. Roger, start the pushback and stand by for engine start. So off block at 30, that's 5 minutes late, that is not too shabby. And as soon as we're clearing the road over here, we can commence our engine start. So basically that. Okay, ground, we'll be starting engines 1, 2, 3, 4 in that sequence, and we'll begin with engine number 1.
203 contact tower on 118.1.
So FADEC is running, engine 1 start.
Astana line 292 contact tower on 118.1.
Alright, we got 10%, engine 2 start.
Insert the metal tip into the buckle until you hear a click. To tighten, pull on the strap, and to release, lift the buckle.
85427 Charlie contact tower on 118.1.
Next, please return your seat backs and tray tables
Over to tower, I-427 Charlie.
Ensure your window blinds are open for takeoff and landing. Now, regarding electronic devices, please set your mobile phones and electronic devices to flight mode. In the event of an emergency, oxygen masks
Okay,
will
good start on engine number 1. Number 2 is coming up nicely, and they're still pulling us forward, that's fine.
Remember to secure your own mask before assisting
Let's see where they're gonna pull us to. In the meantime, we've got 2 good starts. We're starting engines 3 and 4 in that sequence.
Head, fasten it, and inflate it after leaving the aircraft.
Engine 3 start.
Flight tests available for children.
4 start.
The safety information card located in your seat pocket. It contains
So,
all the
where are
details.
they actually pulling us
Thank you for
to?
your attention, and we wish you a pleasant flight.
Now that we're out of the immediate vicinity of that airport, let's actually... Oh, lovely. That's a feature, by the way, not a bug. Okay, pushback completed, set brakes. And the brakes are set. So, how do you get rid of that? Quite easy. Switch off the lower ECAM, then the upper ECAM moves back up. Not a bug, it's a feature. If you want to troll some new Airbus pilot, that's how you do this. So, good start on number 3, and number 4 is starting. What are they doing down here? I suppose I don't even want to know. Okay. Here we are. Forward engine starts. Please prepare the airplane for taxi. See you on the left-hand side with the pin and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye. So, trim... Let's see, 28.6. It's kind of like somewhere over here, isn't it? Actually, no, more like here. Okay. So we'll turn that dome light into dim. That's looking good. Then I think GSX currently has a bug. Surprise, not just currently. Let's go ahead and reset that. Interrupt pushback, yes. Here we go, plane is released. So we're standing up here, then let's call for taxi and see what we're gonna get. In the meantime, clear signal is seen after start checklist. Anti-ice, off, ECAM status, checked, pitch trim, 28.6%, rudder trim, neutral. After start checklist complete. Lufthansa 757 Heavy request taxi.
Lufthansa 757, runway 9 taxi via Tango. Hotel, Papa, Echo 5, hold short of runway 14, then Whiskey 4, November.
Lufthansa 757, taxi to runway 09 via Tango, Hotel, Papa, Echo 5, hold short runway 14, thereafter Whiskey 4, November. That was one whiskey too much in there, but should be fine. Okay, so Tango, Hotel, then Papa and Echo 5. So Tango, Hotel, Papa, Echo 5, hold short of the runway. Thereafter Whiskey 4, November, that's okay. So straight, right, left, hold short. Okay, right side is clear, left side is clear, let's go. Just for the sake of it, because it is so incredibly bright. Just turn that down, please. Thank you. Brake check. Pressure 0. So annunciator light dim, then we'll look a little bit bright over there. Left side is clear, right side is clear, we'll go right, then left, and hold short of the runway. So you guys did ask for a couple more night flights, now that we got Sim Update 4 to look that good. So here's the first one in that series. Okay, runway 14 is coming up over there, so we just continue straight ahead for now, and then we'll hold short of that runway. Lufthansa 757 Heavy, request crossing runway 14. Okay, here's the holding point.
Lufthansa 757, cross runway 14, then continue taxi via Whiskey 4, November.
Cross runway 14, continue taxi via Whiskey 4 and November Lufthansa 757. Okay, perfect. So we are clear to cross runway 14. Then we are clear on the right hand side and also clear on the left hand side. So straight ahead and then to the right over there. That's checked, we're clear to cross. Go straight ahead, right hand turn, November to the full length.
Flight 136 ready for push and start.
So what's that coming over there? 777. Probably something Indian.
Back and start approved. Flight 136.
But he stays where he is. Lovely.
045, clear for push and start.
Push back and start approved. Flight 6045.
Okay, flight control track. Full up. Full down. Neutral.
969, clear for push and start.
Full left.
Push back and start approved.
Full right.
969er.
Neutral. Rudder.
Flight 136 ready to taxi.
Fly 136, runway
Full
14
left.
taxi. Via Lima, Lima 4,
Full
November,
right.
Whiskey 7, Echo.
And neutral.
Runway 14 taxi via Lima, Lima 4, November, Whiskey 7, Echo, Flight 136.
Okay, so no changes to the takeoff briefing.
Air India 128, taxi to the gate.
So
Air India
Squawk
1,
is
28,
in.
taxi to parking via Whiskey. November, hold short of runway 14. Then November 1, Mike 6, Mike 4, Yankee 1.
So a little bit of weather over here, but nothing significant that shouldn't pose any threat for today's departure.
Mike 6, Mike 4, Yankee 1, Air India 128.
So where's that Indigo coming from?
Ready for push and start.
That's where ATC should tell us to give way to him. I suppose then we'll do it ourselves. No, he's turning into our direction. Where is he?
Egypt Air 969er ready.
Yeah, okay, no comment on that.
969.
You noticed he stopped. A little bit late though.
Mike 4.
I don't care, let's
Mike
go
6,
through this.
November 1. Hold short of runway 14.
Bye.
Runway
Now he's
9
vanishing.
Yankee 1, Mike 4, Mike 6.
Okay, good.
Hold short
Then
runway
let's do the
14,
taxi checklist,
November, Egypt
please.
Air 969er.
So, flight controls checked, flap setting, config 2, red and predictive wind shear, on and auto, engine start select on norm, ecam memo, takeoff, no blue, taxi checklist complete.
Then November.
Okay, that's the full length up there.
Yankee 1, Mike 4, Mike 6, November 1, hold short of runway 14, then November to 0402.
Still says company message down here, let's clear that, just to be sure we didn't miss any stop from the camo. Let's see, ATC com. Message record.
969. Give way to the Jazeera A320 on your left.
Here we go. That's done.
Give way to the Jazeera A320, Egypt Air 969er.
Okay, lovely. So remember, at 800 we're going to call departure without waiting for a handoff from tower. And that's basically all we got. So we should get our handoff any moment now.
Lufthansa 757, contact tower on 118.1. Take care.
118.1, Lufthansa 757. Bye-bye. Mumbai Tower, Lufthansa 757 Heavy, ready for departure. So departure 19.3.
Lufthansa 757. Heavy, Mumbai Tower, no delay. 320 Neo on a 6-mile final, runway 09er. Winds 160 at 13, gusting 23, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 23, cleared for correction, runway 09er, cleared for takeoff. No delay, Lufthansa 757 heavy. Okay, he's on a 6-mile final, that's no problem. Cabin crew, prepare for departure.
Approaching 09.
Intentionally. So, lineup checklist. Takeoff runway, 09er, full length. TCAS, Tara, PAX 1 and 2, off, lineup checklist complete. So, ready? Takeoff.
On runway 09.
Man flags 45, SRS, runway, auto thrust, blue. Thrust set. Knots.
V1.
Rotate. Positive climb. Gear up. Enough. Checked. It is a little bit gusty indeed. Okay, so we are reaching 800, then let's switch over. Mumbai departure, Lufthansa 757 heavy, passing 1000, climbing 4000. Thrust decline 2, climb auto thrust.
Lufthansa 757, heavy Mumbai departure radar contact. Climb flight level 040, turn left heading 080, vectors to Mike Bravo 397, then as filed.
Climbing 4000 and Mike Bravo 397, thereafter as filed, Lufthansa 757. Yeah, that, we don't need a vector for that. We are literally right in on that waypoint. Okay, so let's get one of those packs on, otherwise it's just getting hot there.
Climb flight level 190.
Lufthansa 757, climbing flight level 190. So, that's 19,000 set, and we got alt 9,000 magenta. So, flap 0. Speed checked, flap 0. Alright, the flaps are up, then let's do the acceleration flow pattern. Flaps up, spoilers retracted, landing gear up, and packs on. Acceleration flow pattern complete. So a little bit of weather here to add to the insult, but I think the sit is clear, yeah. At least that gives us a good reason to actually follow the sit. So as mentioned on my last video, the way I fly these turns, because I don't have any line here in the Airbus like I would on the Boeing, So look up here, track to OMKIS is 166, so I'm literally just flying the airplane down onto the 166 track, and when we got that, then I know that I'm good to go. Like that. Autopilot 1. Alright, so let's ask the important question first. 0646 and the schedule is 0655. Beautiful, so we are absolutely on time. I like that. 8.9 tons on arrival, that's also just perfect. Okay. Good. Set standard. Standard, cross-check, passing flight level 50 now. Checked.
Lufthansa 757, climb flight level 220.
Lufthansa 757, please confirm we're climbing unrestricted to flight level 220. So 22,000 is set. Let's see if the AI understood that and whether the AI is going to confirm that. Ah well. I know that the AI means it, even though we still have to teach him to say that. So, open climb, alt, flight level 220 blue. I suppose if there is no better way around this, then that's how we do this. Okay, so entering a couple of clouds and 25 degrees. Okay, no need to worry about anti-icing here. I think I just saw some lightning somewhere over there though. Now there was a flash over here. Is there a strobe light from somewhere? Not too sure. Really not too... Oh yeah, that was lightning. That was lightning for sure. Ooh, that looks like a lovely little squall line over there. What does that look like on a larger range? Oh yeah, that is a lovely little squall line over there. Alright, well, you will see how I am going to navigate through that one. Basically, this doesn't look too shabby. We gotta be a bit careful with those red parts over there. What does it look like on the large scale? Looks like we're going through it over here. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go for a 40-mile range. You are gonna get the 80-mile range. Always a good idea to have...
757, climb flight level 260.
Lufthansa 757, climbing flight level 260. It's always a good idea to have one ND on the smaller range so that you can see the details, and the other one on a larger range so that you can see like the entire system. That's how you can prevent thinking that, oh yeah, I'm going through here, then I'll be safe, and then you're flying through here and suddenly this comes into view and you're like, oh, now I'm fucked, okay. So yeah, for that, one ND on the large range, the other one on the smaller range, and that most definitely makes it a lot easier to fly these things. Okay then, I suppose you will see me doing that while we are time accelerating. Basically we are gonna go for a heading and then fly ourselves through this, and that's simply it. Passing 10,000, lights, signs, I'm just recycling them so that the cabin crew knows what they can or cannot do. We've also said that we can go to airports now.
Dear guests, you'll have to reason out.
Okay, lovely. So seatbelts are going to remain on for the time being. Everything else is done. We already put the radar down a tiny bit. Has no effect anyway, but looks better, because that would be the correct indication for the truth. Okay, and I suppose that's everything I can do for you for the time being. So let's turn the dome light on here. Give us just a light dome light, like that. Looks nice. So long, clear and copy, please. Right nav is clear, secondary copy. And then we got cruise 340, optimum 335, maximum 362. Very quick check down here. Settings. Auto step climbs are enabled. because I will absolutely go to bed while we're en route. Well, and I think with that we've done everything that we had to do over here.
Climb flight level 280.
Climbing flight level 280, Lufthansa 757. Okay, and of course now the weather is moving in.
402 radar contact. Climb and maintain 11,000.
Yeah, thanks. We're gonna do a right-hand turn here.
0402.
Lufthansa 757, request heading 3002 for good weather. Now he's thinking.
Lufthansa 757, turn right heading 300, maintain flight level 280.
Right heading 300, maintaining flight level 280, Lufthansa 757. Heading 300. And yeah, that seems to keep us clear of that weather over there as well. That's just popped up. I'll tell you what, let's make the 310. That's probably even the nicer heading. Okay then guys, that's all I can offer you for the moment, so just sit back, relax and enjoy the flight with us, and when anything major happens then I will absolutely let you know. In the meantime, sit back, relax and enjoy the flight with us. friends, I hope you had a nice and pleasant flight thus far once we had made it around all of those CBs over there. ATC has taken us on a radar heading. Looks like we are not going to fly the published arrival today, and the currently active landing runway is runway 25 left and 25 right with a 4-knot tailwind component, so that's absolutely fine for us. Now,
757, turn left heading 285.
left heading 285, Lufthansa 757. Alright, so let's go left onto a heading of 285 over here and sequence that flight plan so that we've got something nice and useful in there. I don't think that we are ever gonna go back onto that arrival. so let's make it Delta Fox 680, radio in 066. Let's see, and that looks just fine to me. Okay, so pull heading. And heading. Okay, no nothingness up is checked, 58 miles to run, we're in flight level 160, that's fine, so hopefully we should get further descent any moment now. Alright, let's make good use of the meantime to show you what we are going to do. It's an ILS approach from a 25 left that we are going to fly today, and...
757, contact Frankfurt approach on 118.505.
118.505, Lufthansa 757. Langen radar, Lufthansa 757 heavy information, Zulu flight level 160, heading 185.
Lufthansa 757, heavy Frankfurt approach identified. Good morning. Expect the ILS runway 25 left approach into Frankfurt.
Expecting the ILS 25 left, Lufthansa 757 heavy. Okay, so that's what we're expecting anyway, so let's continue with our approach preparations. ILS approach 25 left, radar vectored, starting in 4000 at Delta Fox 420, 570 is the minimum, and go around straight ahead, left, climbing eventually to 5000 for the approach. Now that same stuff is down here in our FMS as well, and well, with that we've pretty much talked about the important stuff over here that we had to set up. Now let's quickly insert Frankfurt's 25 left on here in our FMS as well, and then we can talk about our approach briefing, please. So, radar vectored ILS approach from a 25 left in Frankfurt, MSA 4,300, the approach starts out of 4,000 down to a minimum of 570. In case of go around, left, climbing 5,000 with the speed restriction of initially 220, which is not going to be a problem, we can clean up all the way with that. Alright, extra fuel and time 37 minutes. Right heading 305, Lufthansa 757. Okay, heading 305. So then, for my part, we are going to use the flight directors for guidance for the ILS. Config 3, idle reverse, auto brake low, stop margin will be about 1,000 meters. Vacate the runway to the right hand side. With a bit of luck we might be able to get a visual swing over for runway 2, a low lag. So I was about to say with a bit of luck we might get a visual swing over for runway 25 center. And yeah, that's really it. No hotspots for a taxi in if we land on the center. If we land on the left, then one hotspot is going to be the crossing of runway 25 center. Apart from that, we'll have a good look out for anything that has wheels beneath it, as those things can potentially cause some trouble. Okay, any questions? No? Lovely. Then that's our briefing completed. Lufthansa 757, request further descent. Otherwise, it is going to get nasty. We're at like 26 miles out now, so no problem, but especially with the speed brake of the A340, but, you know, don't have to force it.
Lufthansa 757, heavy 20 miles from Delta Foxtrot 680. Turn left heading 275, descend altitude 4,000 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 25 left approach.
Lufthansa 757 heavy, left heading 275, descend 4,000 until established, cleared ILS 25 left. First idle open descent alt, flight level 40 blue. Of course he did not tell us the QNH, which he should have done. It's 1015. So it's 218.
Affirmative. Left heading 275. Descend 4000 until established on the ILS.
You said that already, no need to repeat it. Okay, QNH 1015 cross-check passing 15.1. Now, let's see, we have 17 miles to 620, we need to lose 10,000 feet. Yeah, that's a no-brainer. Speed brakes coming out. Now on the A320 you would have a little trick there. If you disengage the autopilot you would get more speed brakes. On any other Airbuses than the A320 that is not necessary, and you will get full speed brakes with the autopilot engaged as well. Cabin crew, prepare for landing. Now look at that lovely descent over here. 4,500 feet a minute. We'll easily be able to pick up on the profile again. And I have no idea why the VDEV tells me that I'm below profile, which I'm most definitely not.
Frankfurt approach, Lufthansa 1457, flight level 150. 17 radar contact. Lufthansa 1 Echo Kilo, direct MIF2. Cleared for the RNAV Yankee runway 25 right approach. Descend and maintain altitude 5000 until...
So it looks like we're definitely going to need those speed brakes to be able to get down today. This is a really high approach right now. I'll hold. 30 watt, BS minus 100. And we're going through 10,000. Lights, signs, EFIS.
Lufthansa 5 Kilo Yankee contact Frankfurt Tower.
With primary high accuracy and the even
Lufthansa 1 Echo Kilo contact Frankfurt Tower on 136.5.
No, we do not need any thrust. Thank you. Thrust idle open
Ladies
descent.
and gentlemen, we are now beginning our final approach into Frankfurt.
Block blue. We are cleared for the ILS after all.
Ensure your tray tables are underway. Your seats are in the
Air Baltic 83 Lima. Direct Delta Fox.
Man, 6 miles from the FAF and we are still 4,000 high.
Runway 25 right approach.
This might get nasty.
Maintain altitude 5000 until established.
This might definitely become nasty. But I think we should be able to do it.
Air Baltic 83 Lima.
So in the meantime, approach checklist please. Blocks down.
57. Contact Frankfurt Tower on 136.5.
136.5, Lufthansa 757.
Frankfurt approach, Lufthansa 03 Kilo, flight level 150.
Come on, switch it. Frankfurt Tower, Lufthansa 757 heavy, ILS 25 left. More or less. Okay, so landing operating speed is 250.
Lufthansa 757 heavy, Frankfurt Tower identified. Continue approach ILS runway 25 left.
Wilco. Lock. There's the airport. That is definitely high right now. So speed 240, and as soon as we're below 250 we can take the gear down to help us. Here we are, below 250, gear down. And down to 2000. Yeah, this might be interesting. Certainly not gonna do swing over now. Let's find the profile, and as soon as we have that, we gotta get the speed down. And then we'll see how that's going to work out. So approach checklist, Bravo Ref, QNH 1015, seatbelts on, minimum, RO 570, auto brake, low, engine start selector, norm. Approach checklist complete.
Lufthansa 757 heavy, Frankfurt Tower, wind 060 at 4. Runway 25 left, cleared to land.
Runway 25 left, clear to land, Lufthansa 757 heavy. Okay, so glass loop star, go around altitude set, I have a feeling the autopilot is not up to this. Flaps 1. Speed check, flaps 1.
Yankee contact ground on 121.805. Switching to ground, Lufthansa West, no Yankee.
Yeah, flight control speed brake still out. That is intentional.
Established on the RNAV X-ray runway 25 left.
Flaps 2.
Lufthansa 1457, roger.
Speed check, flaps 2. Flaps 3. Speed check, flaps 3. Checked, but not actually yet. Here we go. That's 1,000. Landing checklist, ECAM memo, landing no blue, landing checklist complete. 360 is the field elevation, so we are actually stable. Just about.
Approaching 25 left.
Checked.
Lufthansa 1 Echo Kilo contact ground on 121.805.
Why is there an airplane going left and right on the center line? Come on, turn the traffic off.
100 above.
Checked. Small glide slope deviation here, that's what you get when you have to continue, when you have to turn traffic off on short final.
100. 50, 40, 30, 320, 10.
Spoilers, reverse green, decel. Manual brakes. Very easily made the first exit here. 8 hours and 55.
Lufthansa 757, welcome to Frankfurt. Contact ground on 121.805.
121.805, Lufthansa 757.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to
Frankfurt ground, Lufthansa 757, request taxi to the gate.
just financial districts and most of the tallest skyscrapers in Germany. Thank you for flying with Lufthansa. Please remain seated until we reach our final parking position. On behalf of Captain Kaiser, First Officer Stephanie, and the entire crew, we wish you a pleasant
Lufthansa 757, taxi to Terminal 1 Gate B22 via Mike 15, Mike 14, hold short of runway 25 center, then Lima 9er, November 5. Good day.
Lufthansa 757 takes the gate Bravo 22 via Mike 14, Lima 9er, November 5, hold short runway 25 center. Okay, so that's Mike 24 over here. So we should have turned to the right. In the real world that is a lot easier. In the real world they actually tell you if you are supposed to go left or right. And they do that before you contact ground. But okay. Let's actually see. Now I need a first officer. But yeah, looks like everything is clear on the right. Well, this is going to be a little bit of a sharp turn here. Okay, after landing checklist, radar and predictive wind shear off, after landing checklist complete. So with that, welcome to Frankfurt. Let's go ahead and get out a couple of those charts. So they basically want us over here, straight in, and hold short of 25 center. So it's going to be next exit to the left. I gotta say, this is some nice light, isn't it? Look at this. Lufthansa 757, request crossing runway 25 center. So there's Mike 14 over here. The other side is Lima 9er, November 5 straight ahead. Crossing runway 25 center, approved Lufthansa 757. Okay, so gates Bravo 22 and no follow me needed. Handling by Fraport. So the right hand side is clear, the left hand side is clear. Okay, and we basically go straight ahead into the terminal. Left clear, right clear. Strobes off, starting APU. Look at those reflections on the glare shield here. I like them. So Bravo 22 is towards the right hand side at the end. Entering an apron, let's reduce the speed to 15. Like this. So that's Bravo 25, 24, 23, and then 22 is over there, I think. Here we go, Bravo 22, lights off. Okay, clear on the right hand side, clear of all those vehicles. A340 is on the guidance system, excellent. APU bleed on. Don't ask me why this thing's in feet over here. And stop. Brakes hot, yeah, that's okay. So, APU bleed and parking brake set. 4, 3, 2, 1. Cabin crew, all doors and park. And all the engines are down. So, beacon off, deboarding requested. And did I disarm the slots yet? No. Did they just fire a slide there? They probably did. Flight deck from ground. Good morning, how are you? Very good. Chuck's in position, external power is connected, and you can release the brakes, please. Roger, releasing the brakes, and the airplane is good. Don't touch it. So, parking checklist. Parking brake are trucks. Trucks in position, engines off, fuel pumps off, parking checklist complete. And with that, welcome to Frankfurt. So, I do hope that you guys have enjoyed this flight one more time. Thank you very much for watching. As always, be sure to like, comment and subscribe. And if you really love what I'm doing on this channel, I would appreciate a small donation through the Buy Me Coffee link in the video description below. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching, and I'm looking forward to see you all again on the next one.